Chip and Joanna exposed how they really make money. So why did Chip and Joanna Gaines quit the HGTV show Fixer Upper? Especially since they were making supposedly $30,000 per episode. Some people say they quit HGTV because it was due to the exhaustion of having to shoot new shows all the time. Some people say it was because of the kids. Others say because they were divorced. Some people say they quit the show because they were opening a new restaurant. For years, Chip and Joanna have quietly been investing in their own real estate and vacation properties. So the truth is, they quit the show because they can make more money and control their time with real estate. And they currently own the properties. They also own vacation rentals, and they're still flipping properties. When they got rid of the huge time-consuming commitment of filming, Chip and Joanna were able to enjoy their life. By owning real estate, it also allows them to work when they want to. Real estate also allowed them to schedule their time, manage properties, and make money and do what they love. So what have Chip and Joanna been up to? Well, they still have many projects underway. They're still flipping houses. They're renting properties, vacation rentals, building their own real estate portfolio. And matter of fact, here's one of their listings that they just listed and has a price tag of $359. So they're still flipping properties. But the main thing that they're doing is all these things that they're increasing revenue and they have cash flow. What are they doing with that cash flow? They're investing it in real estate and vacation rentals. Years people watch their shows about flipping properties. You throw in some design, a little renovation, remodel, and you got an instant cash flow. But what you may not have known is Chip and Joanna have quietly been keeping their properties and building their real estate portfolio. They're also in the rental business. They're not just in the rental business, but they're in the vacation rental business. Weekly, nightly, monthly. So these are quick in and out rather than long-term rentals. And they have found that there's real value in this. There's real profits to be made. And we're going to talk about this in a little bit. Could it be that owning real estate is lucrative? So what do you think? Why is it that most people with money have either made their money or invested their money in real estate? Did you know the average American holds their wealth in real estate? According to the Census Bureau and other polls, it's only 52% of Americans own any stocks. But 62% of Americans own real estate. And if Chip and Joanna Gaines, are investing in rental properties, don't you think it's something that you ought to take a look at? It may sound boring, but did you know that 90% of the world's millionaires have invested in real estate to create their wealth? So just like Chip and Joanna, they like vacation rentals, right? Because they own them and they rent well. And as people come weekly, they collect their money. They get their money up front. They're not chasing the rent dollar. So there's a lot of advantages to that. So why do Chip and Joanna own real estate? There's a lot of reasons why so many people own real estate, and they've done the same. So we're going to talk about some of those reasons as to why real estate for Chip and Joanna has been pretty good. So why does Chip and Joanna own real estate? What's the deal? Well, they've made their money in other places. And so they've invested in vacation rentals. They've invested in properties that bring them revenue. And number one is they're more in control. They control the property when they manage it themselves. They control their time. They can come and go and do things as they want to. And they can control and leverage the money in many ways because they control the rents. The rents increase with the values of their properties, and they're more in control because the money is going into their bank account. Number two, they leverage with other people's money. Now, obviously, they made money through a TV show, through their products, through franchising other things out, but they leveraged and you can take a mortgage out on a piece of property as well. So that's number 2. Number 3, it's tax advantageous. Obviously, there's a reason why people who have money have invested in real estate and continue to invest in real estate and hold their assets in real estate. But the government actually allows you to depreciate a property over 27 and a half years when it's a rental property. So in other words, in 27 and a half years, the government says that your property has a value of 0, when in fact you and I know that properties generally increase in value over time, and there is a value to that property. Number 4, it's a tangible asset. You can actually see it. Something you can touch. A stock is a piece of paper. A lot of times you can't touch it. You can actually increase the value by doing renovations and things to a piece of property. So there is a chance for you to hands-on manipulate the value. On a stock, you can't do that with it. Number 5, it's easier to analyze and qualify. So if you see something that you know is of value, you can see that it's a value. Also, if you see properties that will give you a greater rental income than other properties, that's another thing. So you can actually analyze how much income's going out, what your expenses are, and you can see it and touch it. It's easier. Number 6, it's less visible, less volatility. So the stock market does go up and down. Properties do go up and down, but they don't go up and down nearly as fast, right? So the properties, they do increase in value and they decrease in value sometimes. Depends on the market. But they're less volatile. So during a stock market crash, you could lose all your money. And that would be that. So number 7, it's a source of pride. You can actually see it, feel it, touch it. You understand it. You enjoy it. It's a source of pride. You can actually use it yourself. Especially if it's a vacation rental property, you can use it yourself. And it's more insulated from waves of the market. Number 8. And number 9, the government's on your side. Like I say, you can take the depreciation. The government wants you to own property. They're behind it. They want people in properties. So Chip and Joanna are smart. They've invested their money and their time into properties. And it's something maybe you ought to think about doing. Because, again, like you have worked for your money, you want your money to work for you. It's one of those things that you want to take a look at. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and click subscribe or click like. We have new videos that come out every week. And the thing that I wanted to say is go ahead and share this with someone who you know who could use this.